Serena.
And I'm Rachel.
We're the hosts of Book Tales.
If you like reading books,
Drinking cocktails,
and Scottish accents,
then meet your new favourite podcast.
come with us as we explore different themes from romantasy to horror and everything in between.
We pair each book with a bespoke cocktail and tell you everything you'll need to make one.
And each week play our fun game tailored to each book.
Find Book Tales wherever you get your podcasts. So grab your book,
Grab your booze
for Book Tales.
Hi guys, I'm Bri.
And I'm Allie. This is Offscript.
If you think about it, books are potential scripts for movies.
When this adaptation happens, typically it's disappointing because they went off script.
In this series, we will be talking about how off script they went. Hello. Welcome.
To Offscript.
Oh wait, hold on, you're not in your microphone.
I changed it.
I definitely hear it in your computer.
It changed back.
There we go.
Okay. All right.
At least I caught it now.
Yes. That would have sucked.
Instead of, I don't think it would have sounded horrible, but it wouldn't have sounded as good.
I would have been mad. Okay.
Wait, well, we're a podcast that compares books to their movies.
We are. You don't want to restart. You just want to go from there.
Oh, I guess we could.
I mean, I'm down for either. Authentic, y'all. I'm so tired. Okay, I got a picture.
Go for it.
Okay. Well, first, I'm Allie,
And I'm Bri.
and I have a picture for us today before we
Mhm.
compare the divine secrets of the Ya-Ya Sisterhood.
Woo,
So,
woo.
I'm like also multitasking because I'm trying to make it so I can just put it on our notes. No, you said no. I'm gonna see if I can do it. We'll see. That might make my
Yeah, don't do it,
podcasting not
dude.
good.
Don't do it. It's
All right.
fine.
Okay, well,
I
I'm
got
at
my
least gonna have
notes.
it.
That's
right,
what
fine.
matters.
Okay, fine. Okay, so I have not been so exhausted and brain dead in a very long time. So Monday we did our recording.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't remember if we were doing also recording Dumb Money today. And so I was like, oh shoot, I haven't watched it yet. Okay, what I'll do is I'll watch half of it Monday and half of it Tuesday. And so then because we got done recording at like 11. So I was like, I'm just not really
then it
tired yet.
didn't
And then it
even-
didn't matter.
I'm so pissed. I'm so
yeah.
pissed. Anyways.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'll just, watch part of it. Well, I kept waiting to get tired and I wasn't getting tired. And I was like, I ended up watching all except the last 15 minutes of it. So I was then up till 12:30. I was like, oh my gosh. But finally, by that 15-minute mark, I started falling asleep. I was like, okay, I'll turn it off. Last night, I've known about this for a month now that I'm giving a talk at church. Not just church, so
yeah.
but like big church, like all 6 buildings together church. Okay. It's our state conference. So it's all the federal way, all the LDS federal way churches. So like lots of people. And so I'm like, I've known for a month now. And I'm like, okay, cool. It's on Sunday and I hadn't written it yet. And so I was like super stressed out. And so because I was like writer's block. I could not think about what to write. I couldn't think how I wanted to say this, everything like that. So last night, finally, I just started writing it. And it took me a while to figure out how I wanted to write it. And then finally I did. But then I was on the roll and I didn't want to stop, even though I was like, okay, I should just stop. But I just kept going. And I finally finished it. Again, 12:30. So tonight, we're recording. Luna. Hang on.
Okay.
So I have to. We're recording tonight, and then we're doing a surprise assembly for our principal this week on Friday.
Oh yeah.
And it's
Yep.
It's Wednesday today. And my class wanted to do a video. So like all of them saying like, oh, we love our principal because of this and everything. And so it's all done. And I've like snippet it together.
Yeah.
But because we recorded it in class with background noise a little bit, I want to put captions on it. And it's taking freaking forever. And so because it's not on like TikTok where I can just say auto captions. It's like I have to go in and type what the kids are saying. And so
Oh God.
and then my program is like freaking 10 years old. So it's like going like slugs where I have to keep continually saving and restarting my whole computer because it's not working. So I'm gonna be up till 12:30 again. I just want to cry. And then so tomorrow I'm like, what do we have? Nothing. And I'm like, dang it, Riley has freaking drama. Like I have no free time. So one of my
I
kids
feel
always
that.
asks me to go to her softball game, but it's on Mondays, and Mondays are legit my only day that I have nothing. So I'm always like, oh, I can't go.
Sorry.
She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, nothing. I'm doing nothing, and that's so important. You don't understand.
I feel that. Well, because we recorded late, I got a walk in our nice, beautiful weather. I was excited about that. Yeah.
Yes, it's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Are we still doing a walk this Sunday?
I'm down. Yeah. Mhm.
Cool. All right.
It's supposed to be fucking gorgeous Sunday too. It's supposed to be 82.
I know. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. Here
Finally.
for it.
Yes, I agree. Oh. Okay. What?
You keep freezing on my end.
You keep freezing on my end too.
I almost want to have us go do Riverside. My frogs are very fucking active right now.
Oh, good. That's fun.
Mm-hmm. Loki loves it,
Does he
but
like
is
them?
being... Oh, he does, except for he really... After we put him in last night, he jumped up on my air purifier trying to get up there, and John now is horrified that Loki's going to get into the fish. And I'm like, our cat has to be really fucking smart to be able to lift the lid and get in the tank.
Right. If he opens it and gets the fish, he earns them.
He deserves them. Like, go for it.
Oh, no, that's so funny. Okay. Actually, I'm almost done. Hang on one second. Wait.
You're like, I'm gonna do this, damn it.
Oh, I am. Like, almost got it.
Actually, this is kind of cool. As we are recording, it's telling me continuously uploading your high quality recording to Riverside.
Oh, so it's doing it. It's uploading while we do it.
Yeah, which is actually kind of nice. Oh no, we'll see.
Riverside free?
Yes. That is why, though, they have the cap at 2 hours. If we pay for it, it's 15 hours, but we don't need that.
That would be wild. Why
I don't
wouldn't
wanna
people just
fuck with
like
that
do like a Zoom type of thing where they do their 45 minutes and then start a new one?
Exactly. That's what we gonna do because we cheap
Okay.
asses.
Yeah. All right. Okay. We're good. I got it all. Okay. I'll send it to you. Oh, I guess I'll send it
Sweet.
to you. That's the whole point of it, wasn't it?
That was the whole point of it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we got no trigger warnings. Do we? Do we have any trigger warnings? No, I don't think so. Like crazy. She goes crazy.
No. She goes crazy.
She can go cray. No, she has an episode. All right. So our synopsis is after years of mother-daughter tension, Siddeley Walker receives a scrapbook detailing the wild adventures of the Ya-Yas, her mother's girlhood friends.
Yeah.
Did you read this one or listen?
I listened. So then I was really upset
okay,
when
me
they
too.
all didn't have like hardcore Southern accents.
I know.
I was like,
None of them did. I guess Maggie Smith tried, but
But it was a very bad. It was like a British Southern accent.
It was a British Southern accent.
Ay.
Oh my gosh. All right. Hang on. All right. So, our author is Rebecca Wells. Director Callie Khouri.
Yeah, I think it's Khouri.
Screenplay writer Mark Andrus. And Callie Khouri.
Nice.
Book came out May 2nd, 1996. And when is this coming out? The 5th?
This is coming out the 4th.
The 4th.
Oh, wow.
Almost exactly 30 years.
That's
How cool is that?
insane.
That's super cool.
Oh, that's hilarious. I did not plan that, guys, because this is not the episode that was supposed to be coming out today.
Look at it, meant to be. The movie came out June 7th, 2002. That's a 6-year difference.
What's crazy is my brain puts 96 and 2002 like massively
way farther
from each
apart.
other. Yeah,
that's why I sat here for a second. I was like, no way, that's not only 6 years. And I had to do like, oh, wow, it is.
Well, it's kind of like today at work. I was working on my June calendar, and the residents really like obviously classics, and so I try to put at least like 1 or 2 classics in there. And so one of the residents had requested one forever ago, and I was like, okay, I'll probably schedule it. Yeah, let's see. And I put it in, and I pull up IMDb so I can get all my information from it, and it was like 1980. And as I'm like putting the information in, the like IMDb page has the trailer playing, and I'm just sitting there like, damn, this movie's fucking old. And then I sat there and I was like, okay, but that's the 80s, so it's really not that old.
Right. Oh, we're old now.
I hate it.
I know. My goodness. All right. Well, what did you read? Or what did you read or watch first? Did you do it for? What did you do first? Good gosh.
That's hilarious. I watched it first forever ago, so it kind of almost felt like I read it first, but then I was remembering bits of the movie as I read it.
Yeah, I read it first. Yeah. Initial thoughts.
What's hilarious is I say forever ago, but it really, I mean, I guess 24 years is kind of forever ago. Jesus, we are old.
Old. We
I
old.
hate this so much. I like it. It makes me wish that my mom had a friend group like the Ya-Yas. Like, come on.
No. Right. It's just it was very wholesome. Like,
That's why I was thoroughly confused when your mom was like, "Oh, the weird movie."
yeah, she's definitely talking about practical magic.
That's what I thought. I was like, there ain't no way.
Yeah, it was wholesome. I don't know if it was like I would want to read this or watch this every year forever, but it was cute.
Yeah, enjoyable.
Why did we pick it?
I can't remember my exact reasoning for why I put it where I put it, but basically it was one that was on our list, like essentially from the time we started the podcast, where I like first made our big massive list, and I was like, oh, this is a good one. Like, let me toss in one that like I'd seen the movie, so I knew it would kind of be good, right? But I wasn't sure. I feel like there was more reasoning to it. Sometimes. Here's the downfall of me scheduling shit so far in advance. I forget my reasoning.
That's all right. No worries. Okay. So, I have some super fun facts for us today. Let's see what they are.
Good news. All of our start recorded.
Good. Well, good. There's not a lot of fun facts, but they all suck, the ones that are here. All right.
I love that you say, well, good.
Well, good, because I don't have to search for and find really good ones, because I only have a limited option.
That makes sense.
It was filmed in Wilmington, North Carolina, at the same time as A Walk to Remember.
Wow.
Filmed together. Yeah, that's when this came out.
Insane. That feels weird to
What?
me.
That's weird. Oh my gosh. I know. Several cast members. Yep. Fionnuala Flanagan, Gina McKee, and Dame Maggie Smith were all born outside the U.S., even though they were supposed to be portraying Americans from the South.
Hilarious. That's funny. Because I felt there was another Ya-Ya that I felt like had an accent, but I couldn't pin it. Now I know I wasn't crazy.
And then, what's his name? The husband. He also was.
Wait, James Garner or whatever?
I don't know.
Oh, Sida's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Riley.
Yeah.
So, 'cause Riley watched it with me, and she's like, I like his accent. I was like, yeah, me too. I like Irish and Scottish accents. Oh my gosh.
Except for he was supposed to be this like Hollywood heartthrob dude.
I know, right? He
I was
not.
like, you're a Scottish heartthrob.
Yep. The cast includes 3 Oscar winners: Sandra Bullock, Ellen Burstyn, Maggie Smith, and 2 Oscar nominees: James Garner and Shirley Knight. Wow, all-star cast.
Yeah.
Whoa, this one's pointless but funny. At 38 minutes and 25 seconds, the lead singer of the band looks right at the camera for a second.
Oh, fun fact.
Scandalous. Oh, no. At 5 minutes, 37 seconds in, there is a quote from Sida in the Time article about her that says, my mother had a quality and wanted life bigger than what she was going to find being cotton farmer's wife with 4 kids. Oh, this one's not really audio friendly, but it's farmers with the apostrophe at the end, but it should have said cotton farmers with the apostrophe before the S. This is what I have to work with.
Oh, no.
There's your fun facts, everybody.
Jeez Louise.
Why? Whatever. Yeah, that one had more negatives than helpfuls. Yeah, thank you. Why? Why do we need that? Okay. All right. All right, that's all I got. We ready?
Yeah, we ready.
Okay. A phone call between a mother and daughter. The daughter had gone to an interview. Sida is the daughter's name. And to like talk about her play, which was top notch. Like she's doing great with it. But she ended up bashing her mother. And so her mom's like, I disown you. I'm done with you. You're out of the will, everything. And then Sida's laying there with her fiance and she's panicking. She thinks he's dead. She's like, oh my gosh, I thought you were dead. But he was just sleeping. And she breaks up with him. Well, sort of. She's like, goes on a break because she's like, I can't imagine you dying. I need time. And then she like leaves and goes to Washington.
Yeah, I thought that was hilarious. So I was like, oh,
I did too.
Hello, Washington. That doesn't happen in the movie. They don't go to Washington. Not. They take her from LA back home. That's what they do.
Yep. Yeah.
And
I know. And how?
Go for it.
How did they drug her so well that they brought her from LA or New York? I think she was in New York doing her thing, right? They drugged her from New York to, is it Louisiana? Mm-hmm. Got her on a plane and everything. Did they constantly keep drugging her? How'd she make it through security? Like, what is happening right now?
I know. That's all I could think, too. I was like, what? And then she doesn't break up with Connor right now. That happens later in the movie. And it's not even really a breakup. It's a, like, I think we need a breakup. And yeah, like Allie said, so the Ya-Ya's actually, after the magazine interview gets published, the Ya-Ya's come to her and find her and then drug her and bring her to Louisiana, not to Washington.
Mm-hmm.
And also, everyone knows fucking Connor. Like, no one is like, oh, we haven't met this boy. Whereas this gets brought up multiple times in the book.
Yeah.
So when they do
they
meet
like
Connor,
haven't
it's a big deal.
Yeah, they haven't met him in person in the movie, but they all have like talked to him and know him and everything like that.
And like he's comfortable enough picking up the phone and talking to her parents and like, oh hey, how are you? What's up with you?
Yeah. It's just bizarre. Okay, all right. So
oh, I guess the other thing I should say here is Sita in the book wanted to take the break and she wanted to get away from everything. Whereas in the movie, like we've already basically mentioned, but the Ya-Yas forced her to get away.
Yeah, they kidnapped her. All right, so flash forward to Vivi, who's Sita's mom, and she's with her friends. And they're all talking, and she gets worried that because she found out her Sita broke up or postponed the wedding. And they're talking about the types of smiles she had in her engagement photos and how she just looked like she was just so happy. And but now she's just it's all over. And the sisters are like, yeah, you got to give her the divine secrets. Vivi wasn't very excited about this, but she did.
In the movie, the sisters already have the scrapbook and they're like, here, look. And Sita is like, what's this? Guys, I can't look at this. I've never been able to look at this. And then yeah, I will say though that I am glad that, or I'm not glad. I think the movie does the story a little bit better because reading it, you didn't get all of the trauma that was happening. Like, or at least I didn't. When I was listening, I was like, I'm just here. This was a book that was all fucking backstory.
It was.
And I was just sitting there like,
thing.
what is this story? Like, what is going on? Like, I get it. I'm following it. But how does this tie into everything? Then I watched the movie, and I was like, oh, duh. Like, this makes it make more sense.
That might just be you because you don't like backstory because it made sense in the book to me.
Oh, that probably is exactly it then. Because I was sitting there like, can we get back to Sita and the cabin? Please. Please. And then it would just continuously be Vivi when she was younger, and then Vivi when she was slightly older. I was like, please.
I thought it was cool because she would see a picture and then it was like memory, and we get the whole memory story, which was how they did it in the movie too. But that's why I don't know. I thought it was fine.
Good. I'm glad you did.
Yeah,
I did not.
So Vivi sent up a prayer to Mary and Jesus for her daughter, and then she shipped off the package.
And that doesn't happen in the movie.
She does end up doing go for it.
Instead, Vivi thinks that everyone's planning her surprise party.
Oh, yeah. Well, she did at one point when she found out, she did like a candle prayer circle thing.
Oh, yeah.
Outside.
Yeah.
But it was way near the end of the movie.
Way after.
So she got a package, and at first, Sita got a package. And she was interested because she could tell it was from her mom. Sick of. Yeah, you should see. It's going to change. Sita's wild in this whole thing. Okay. She unpacked her apartment because she just, left. And she's now in her little Washington cozy cabin thing. And she couldn't take it anymore. She just kept thinking about this package. So she opens it and she begins to look through the scrapbook.
That does not happen. She does start looking through the scrapbook when she finds it, but the rest of that does not happen.
As she looked, she was brought back to memories, and Sita idolized her mom. She thought she was the best ever. And, for example, when she was younger, she thought every word that started with Viva or Vivi in the dictionary was about her mom. And then she had a memory that all the Ya-Yas and the kids went to the lake every summer, and they would take turns watching the kids so the other ones could relax. And Vivi wanted to practice being a lifeguard, so she had one of the kids pretend to drown, and she would race in and get him and pull him out. And fun little memories.
The lake memory does happen. I mean, all of that happens, actually, because, yeah, it happens because she's looking through the scrapbook.
Yeah, I think all of that happens, too. Yep. Did have called her mom and thanked her for the scrapbook, but Vivi didn't really want to talk to her, so she's like still snooty with her.
That part doesn't happen because Vivi doesn't even realize that Sita has the scrapbook.
Mm-hmm.
I will say at this point
yeah.
in the movie, Vivi does keep going and talking to Willetta, which was her family's maid or like hand person when they were growing up, when in the book she doesn't still have that person, and it was Ginger, not Willetta.
Right, Ginger was not in this movie.
No, she wasn't.
I liked Ginger.
I loved Ginger.
All right, so Vivi's... Yeah, me too. She set out a Ouija board, and it spelled out a year, and she was brought back to the memory for first encounter in Hollywood, and it was the Shirley Temple lookalike contest. And she got all her curls, and she's like in line on stage, and her friend pooted. That was so cute. She pooted right on stage. I don't know what accent that was.
That was Maggie Smith trying to do a southern accent.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Anyways, the girls couldn't stop laughing, and the host came over and finally yelled at them and like was gonna spank them, but the dads came on and was like, "No, we'll spank them. Thank you. You don't have to." And but the punishment was they had to clean, because it was in a theater that one of the dads owned, I think, or managed. So they had to clean that theater, and then he told and they weren't allowed to see movies they had to clean it every Saturday for a month, and they weren't allowed to see movies for a whole month. And he told them, he would tell the movie theater down the street the same thing. They can't go see movies.
I feel that, Luna. I would cry too. This part does not happen in the movie.
No, which would have been so cute.
It would have been adorable. I feel like the movie just kind of jumped them into preteen years.
Yeah. So Sita turned the page and saw walnut shells fall out, and she's like, "Oh, they were accidentally put there," but little did she know there was a memory of walnuts. And Vivian's dad comes home with a Mary statue. Dog hair in my mouth. Hang on.
Yum.
No. Okay. With a Mary statue that he had gotten from, like, he just went on vacation to, the Dominican Republic, maybe?
Oh, I think that's right, yeah.
And Mom is super racist. And she's like, "Mary's not supposed to be black. We need to wipe off her face." And like made these girls sit there and scrub with acetone this statue so that Mary's face was white. I was like, okay, what is happening right now?
Yeah.
Because we should also say this, not that it makes it better, but this book took place in the, like, I think, when did it take place? Like the 30s, right? I think.
I never caught when it took place, so I was picturing
because I think
modern.
Sita's time was the 60s.
Oh
if
yeah,
I remember right. Okay, so I think it took place in like the 30s.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not.
I thought it said something about like the present day was in the 90s. So when Sita was a child,
when it was.
Oh, that would be the 60s though. When Sita was a child.
Yeah, because if she was like 30, 90, yeah. Okay.
And then 96. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Okay.
But again, my brain was like, that was too far away from the 90s. Oh, no. I bet kids younger than us are going to think that about our year.
I know. No, I had kids at what was it? I don't remember how it came up, but I had mentioned to one of the kids, because I do the back gate duties now. So there's kids from 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade out there. And they're like, we had got talking, and I was like, because we were talking about Toy Story. He's like, I didn't know it came out in 1995. I was like, yeah, it came out when I was 2 years old or 3 years old. He's like, so you were born in 1992? And I was like, yep. And he's like, whoa. And I was like, it's not that long ago.
It's not that old. I actually just saw a freaking reel of I think it was baseball players were eating cereal with a kid, and one of the players looks at the kid and goes, "What's your favorite cartoon?" And he goes, "My what?" And he goes, "Do you watch cartoons?" And he goes, "Oh, YouTube?" He goes, "No, like a cartoon, like Hey Arnold or Ed, Ed and Eddie. Like, do you watch Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, Disney Channel?" And the kid goes, "No, I don't know any of that. What do you mean cartoon?"
No, I'm gonna ask my kids. They better have a favorite cartoon. My gosh. I really like, though, that Netflix has put so one of our favorite YouTubers is Mark Rober, and the kids love Danny Go. And so both of these are YouTubers, which we like. Danny Go's kind of like a exercise. They're 3-minute brain break videos we play at school sometimes.
Nice.
And so the kids just like exercising and doing his things. And then Mark Rober is the guy who helps put Rover on the moon on Mars. And he's done he's a very STEM, teaching kids how things work type of thing. And but it's on YouTube. And so you watch it, and then it's suggested videos, and then they go down the rabbit hole of not STEM
all
or
the other
exercise
stuff. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Netflix. They've put both of their content on Netflix, and it's literally just their YouTube videos.
Nice.
So it's just them, so they aren't going down the rabbit hole. So way to go, Netflix. But then I'm over here thinking, what a freaking waste of money when people watch it for free, and now but then there's me. I'm like, yay, Netflix. So they're getting their money worth of it, I guess.
Well, think about it, too, because they now do podcasts on there, too. So, My Favorite Murder, their YouTube video podcast whole thing goes on Netflix, so you could just watch it there.
Really?
But again, YouTube's free.
Netflix
where you listen to podcasts is free. I wonder.
I'm going to look it up. That would be wild. If they're taking YouTube stuff, does
that actually would make sense?
No, they're not. They're competitors. Well, then I feel like one of them's doing something wrong. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Anyways, all right. We went on a tangent like we do.
Yes, we did.
All right. So we're talking about the walnut shells. And so it's this memory of when Vivian had a sleepover and with all the other Ya-Yas, and they snuck out into the woods, and this is where they officially became the Ya-Yas. There's this ceremony, and they cut their hands and blood oathed each other, and they all got little Ya-Ya names and everything, and one of them brought walnuts, so the walnut shells were related to that memory.
This is what opens the movie, so there's no context as to what the hell is happening, but you see this.
Yes. You're just in for the ride after that point.
Uh-huh.
So Sita looks through the book and saw pictures of all the friends, and this is what she longed for. She really wanted a group of girlfriends, and she got mail from her fiance, and she wrote him back, so they're still in communication. She's just on her mental health break. And then she gets mail from one of the Ya-Yas, and it was letters from her mama.
This does not happen because the Ya-Yas are with her. Dumb.
In the letters, it talks about the time that they took a train to go to a movie premiere. I think it was what movie was it? Gone with the Wind?
Gone with the Wind.
No.
Mm-hmm.
It was.
Yes.
Oh, look at my memory. Okay. One of the girls couldn't go, so Vivian wrote all the details about what happened. It was basically a day-to-day diary she would send this friend. And Vivian's, her family's housekeeper, maid, came. Yeah, is that what you would?
Yeah, yeah, maid.
Okay.
Yeah,
yeah.
Actually,
But they went to
housekeeper's probably better.
Housekeeper, yeah, because she was not.
She was
not
there to help with the kids.
Slave level. Yeah,
Yeah.
she was not slave level. They treated her very nicely. I'm not sure if they paid her. I think they did. That was her job.
I'm pretty positive they
'Cause
said
then she
something
left to
about slave
go-
wages in the book.
Oh, then why'd she want to leave to go help someone else? Just because she felt.
Oh, her? No, that was her doula, the one who
Okay.
kept helping with the
But
babies.
this one.
Yeah,
okay.
there's two different
this one
ones.
is-
Ginger's the one that lived with
That's
them.
right, that's right.
The doula is, yeah.
Okay, that's right. All right, so they moved. The premiere was in Atlanta, and they stayed with Teensy's aunt, and she was just Atlanta did not treat African Americans as good as wherever these ladies were from, which was Louisiana, but somewhere a little higher north. And so they were just rude, like right when they got off the train, like they were just saying mean things to her and like made her sleep in the slave quarters and all this sort of stuff, just awful. And Vivi was not okay, and she was mad and threw a plate at this boy because he was being rude to Ginger.
So it's not Ginger in the movie. This pretty much does happen, except for it's a bit more escalated. And, like, it turns into kind of a food fight with all the kids. And then after it, Vivi goes and talks with Willetta and is like, what's wrong? Why are you crying? Because she's crying in her bedroom.
Mm-hmm. So Sita went and borrowed the movie, and she watched it to get, like, in the same mindset as her mama. And Sita's friends came and visited, and they wanted to check on her and see how she was doing and asked what happened with the wedding. And visiting just made her feel better. She shared some things in the album, and one was a memory that when her mom and the Ya-Yas crashed a formal party, I think it was like at a dance of like school or something like that. And her friends left and said, we hope things get better. This is Sita's friends left, and they're like, we hope things get better with you and Connor because you guys are so good together.
None of that happens.
Nope. Sita was brought back to another memory with her mom a little older, and she's not doing well. Her hair wasn't nice. Her nails weren't nice. She just seemed off, and she would like stay in her room. So someone came to the door, and it was just very odd. She like was very nervous, and like she would seem to be trying to sell something, but she was not good at it. Sita went and told her mom, and at first her mom's like, tell her to go away. And she's like, I can't. I feel bad. I don't want to. Vivian went out there, and they ended up having this whole conversation. Turns out the sales girl's husband just passed away, so she's trying to sell stuff to live. And it's like makeup. I felt like it was a Mary Kay type of thing. And
I'm pretty sure they said it was Avon.
Okay. And so then they were like, Vivi's like, all right, we're going to get you that car. We're going to like, because top seller gets a car. She's like, that's going to be you. We're going to do it. And she worked with her, and she got her the car.
This does not happen in the movie.
It does not. No, what a cute little story that doesn't happen.
Also, I don't know if you make mention of it. Do you make mention of how Sita is technically a twin?
No, I do not.
Sita is technically a twin. It's just that her twin brother died during birth. And that is not a thing in the movie.
No, it is not. Sita was starting to regret not starting a family because she's almost 40 now, and she's just longing for that friendship that her mom had with the Ya-Yas. She's flipping through the scrapbook and sees an article about the Ya-Yas getting arrested. So then we're brought back to that memory, and Vivian and her true love, Jack, they were sitting in a car, chatting, and he's about to join the Air Force. And she is right during the time of World War II. And so she's just not happy. She's like really sad about all this and everything. But he's like, hey, when I get back, we're going to get married. And she's like, and will we have kids? He's like, you want kids? We're going to have whatever you want. And it was like, seemed like such a good guy. And so Jack was Teensy's brother. And later that night, her friends were hanging out because she's, sad, and they're all trying to get happy. So it was super hot in Louisiana. So they went skinny dipping in the town water supply. And Vivi's just trying not to think about Jack. And then here comes a policeman and took them all to the station, called their parents. The dads came, and they decided, book them for the night. They'll learn a lesson. And the opposite happened because they ended up having a really nice night because it was cool in the police station with the AC. And policemen got them sodas, and they all just kind of hung out.
In the movie, they get arrested because they are riding in a car and go topless in the car while they're driving.
Mm-hmm. I know. I was bummed that this didn't happen. I thought it was cute.
I know. Yeah, it's just that one quick scene, and then that's it. That is it.
So Sita called... Yeah.
Here I'll say, because in the book, Sita is realizing, like, oh, shoot, I might have missed my chance to have kids. I should have focused on that. I kept telling Connor I didn't want kids, but maybe I really did.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in the movie, and, like, she even says that her and Connor agreed, like, okay, no kids, when they first had that talk. And then in the movie, Connor and Sita are having a conversation, and Connor literally says, I know you're just stressed and worried that one day our kids will feel the same way that you feel about your mom. Mm-hmm. And that sets her off. And she's like, what? I don't even... Our kids? What?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not a... We never said we weren't going to have kids.
Yep. So Sita called one of the Ya-Yas, and she asked her questions like, hey, I have this picture of my mom's 16th birthday invite, but it doesn't have grandma's name on it. Why? And there's this picture of Easter, but my mom's not there. Was this when she left, and all this sort of stuff. So she confesses that she knew what drove her mama away. And the other Ya-Yas were like, hasn't your mom talked to you about this? And when Sita replied, she just was like, okay, Sita's life's more complicated than you think it is. And just kind of left it at that.
That pretty much happens. It's just that the Ya-Yas are in the room.
Yes.
And I think they said that about a different point in the story, because I think at this point when it's the grandma's name not on the invite, they're like, your grandmother just didn't have a good relationship with your mother. And then go into her backstory.
Okay. So I got distracted.
Oh,
so
actually, I'll go because there's stuff that happens in the movie that doesn't happen in the book.
Okay.
That happens pretty much right here. Basically, because after that conversation with Connor and Sita, that's when Sita goes, Connor, I don't know if I could do this. I need to take a break. I can't do this. And then, like, the next day, she's like, wow, I can't believe I said that. I need to call him back and tell him, nah, it was heat of the moment situation. But he keeps not answering. Then you find out it's because he was on his way to visit her. But... on his way to visit her, he went to her parents because he doesn't know where she's at. He just knows that the Ya-Yas took her away. So he goes to her parents, who he's never met before. And everyone
at like
doesn't
2 a.m.
Yes, and no one even thinks anything about it. They're just like, yeah,
right,
okay, yeah, come in. The only thing that frustrates them is Vivi goes, where is Sita with the Ya-Yas? The fuck?
Basically.
Mm-hmm. And then also, Sita's dad comes to visit quite often towards the end of the movie to check on her at the cabin. And he does not in the book.
So we get background on how amazing Vivian made all the kids' birthdays. Like, she did like birthday cake for breakfast, and then they got another birthday cake later that day for singing happy birthday. They would sing happy birthday in whatever way they wanted. Like, it was just, they made a fun deal of it. And so then we get more of a flashback to Vivian's 16th birthday. And it's this like big party. Her dad was like, yeah, we're doing a sweet 16. Let's do it. And it's like very elegant, but like fun at the same time. And her dad got her a honkin' diamond ring. And her mom's pissed. And she's like, whatever you did is a sin to make your father want to get you that. And Mama came in and took the ring off. And there's this huge fight down the hall. And it turns out Dad and Mom were fighting about the ring. And Dad made Mom come back in and give her the ring after like beating her. And all the Ya-Yas are so pissed. And they want to get Vivi out of there, but can't. They're 16.
Yep, that happens in the movie.
It was odd. So, I mean, I guess it kind of felt like it was weird in the book, but in the movie, I got this vibe even more so, even though there was nothing really
I already know what you're going to say. Yes, I agree.
Like, the way that Mom freaked out and was like, whatever you did was a sin. I was like, oh, does she think, or the dad is, like, crushing on his daughter? Like,
really just thought in the book, she just felt that her daughter was a sinful child, especially since she got sent to the school later on. Then I
Yeah,
watched
like
the
very
movie and I sat there.
bratty and like, oh, I'm the best. Dad, get me what I want type of thing. That's what I felt like in the book. But in the movie, it real seemed like mom was worried about her.
Uh-huh. I think so too. Which then made me like kind of rethink things. Then I was like, maybe that's why she was like that in the book. Like maybe she was worried that there was something going on between father-daughter. And that's why she had her sent to school and why she didn't let her say goodbye to the dad and yada yada. But it did not come across like that in the book.
No, it did not at all. No. It was bizarre. I did not like. All right. Sita got a memory of the very first place that she ever directed at. Her mom, or the very first play that she ever directed. Her mom came and visited and watched, and she just goes off because she's drunk at like the after party or whatever. And she's basically saying, how could anyone let a child direct a play, blah, 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 instead of being happy for her daughter. And then one of Sita's costume designers helped her get out of there and get into bed and try to help not make a scene anymore. Because Sita just wanted to cry.
What's hilarious? This is the whole chapter that I skipped. And
there you go.
I actually think the next one too. Oh wait, nope. Yep, it was just this chapter. And it's super easy because actually
It did not happen.
I need to explain what I just said for our listeners.
Yeah, everybody's
so they're
like,
not
what
like,
the
oh, Bri
heck?
just skipped a chapter. Yeah. No, I was listening to it on my way home from work, and whenever I park, because sometimes if I get to work early, I park and I turn the music down, because, it's so loud when you're driving. Like, it doesn't sound loud in the car, but, once you park, it's, like, loud on the outside of your car, so I always turn it down. So then when I was leaving work, I'm getting on the road, and I'm like, it's too quiet, I can't barely hear the book. So I go to turn it up. I accidentally skip. And it's in Libby, the library app for the audiobook. But my brain is like, it's still freaking quiet. So I skipped like 2 or 3 more times. And then I realized what I'm doing. I'm like, no, that's the wrong button. You need to be pressing it on the left side of the steering wheel. What the hell are you doing? So then I try to go back to where I was. And by that point in time, I was so lost and confused. I didn't know how to get back to where I was. And I was like, you know what? Allie's going to take notes.
I took notes.
But luckily, I got to at least where her mom was drunk at the party. Like, that was one of the last things that I read. So I didn't miss much.
You did not miss that much.
And then it didn't happen in the movie, so even better.
Exactly. Perfect. So memories happen about when Vivi got shipped off to St. Augustine's Catholic Church while she was a high schooler. Her mom put her... or changed her departure times because the Ya-Yas were supposed to send her off and everything. But her mom is like, these girls are bad influences, so that's why you're going. She's like praying for her soul. She thinks doesn't know Jesus. And so she's just miserable while she's there. Like, these nuns are not kind. And her friends keep writing to her, but eventually the letters don't get to her. And eventually the church changed her name to her God-given name, which was whatever it was, Joan. And so anything labeled Vivian got sent back to her. And so at some point, she finally passed out from something. And she had to go to the hospital. Oh, because she wasn't eating because all the food was gross or something like that. And so...
It was like porridge and an apple. And like, they were basically trying to starve the kids while also not starve them.
Yeah. And so she's in the hospital, and the hospital nun is super nice. And eventually she has to be released, and she's really sad. And the hospital nun is even sad because she can see what she's been through. And when she goes back, and some kid caught her bed on fire while she was in it. And the hospital or nurse comes back, or nun comes back, because she's freaking out and like, having a panic attack, and she needs to be checked because she was in a bed with fire. And the head nurse or nun is like, oh, she's fine, deal with it. And hospital nun was like, no. So she's like, okay. She brought her to the hospital to calm down for the night. And she's like, who can I call to help you? And she knew she couldn't call her mom. So she had them call Teensy's mom. And Teensy's mom came and rescued her, brought her home.
Because remember, this is who is supposed to be her mother-in-law someday.
Yes.
And none of that happened in the movie.
Nope. So Vivi is getting back into her normal routine, and she's playing tennis with her brother. This is still flashback age. And he comes up and he's like, hey, we need to go to Teensy's house. And she's like, no, I'm playing tennis. I want to finish. And he's like, we need to go. And like, she slowly knows why. And eventually he gets her there. And we find out that Jack died in the war. And she's just crying with Teensy and her mama. All right, I have to read it over here for a second. Okay.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. So, Teensy's mama was obsessed with the fact that there's no way Jack's dead. So she's on this, like, search to figure out anything about Jack that she can to figure out where he is. And she wrapped Vivian and Teensy in on this, too. So they're on this, like, world search. And eventually Vivian's mom asked the girls if they wanted to pray together. And in the prayer, she prayed for Jack's soul, which is what kind of snapped the girls out of it.
This does not, or does that happen in the movie? I don't remember that happening.
I don't think so.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Okay, fast forward, Vivian's pregnant. She gets noticed that, she gets noticed, like someone calls her and tells her that Jack's mom has killed herself. And Vivi and Teensy are just hanging out, talking about life, because I think this is older now. They're older now. Back to present time. Vivi let her know that she has this regular dream about Jack, but she hasn't had it in a while, and she just wishes she would because she misses him.
When Jack's mom dies, that part happens in the movie, but the rest of that does not happen in the movie.
Mm-hmm. Sita found a thank you note in the scrapbook from their caretaker. And this led to a memory of Vivian and how she could not take care of these 4 kids. There was one night she begged this woman to stay and help her with more duties because, like, but the woman was like, can't. This was the doula. She's like, I can't. I got to go help this other mama. She's having a baby, and I've helped her with her other 4 babies or 3 babies. And that night, Sita had awful bronchitis and was coughing like crazy. The babies were all sick with diarrhea and vomiting everywhere. And Dad was nowhere to be found, and it was all too much. Eventually, she drove to the Gulf Coast, and she got a hotel, and she kind of relaxed a bit. And the reason she could afford to do this is because she pawned off her dad's 16th birthday ring he gave her.
The only thing that happens out of that in the movie is Vivi not being able to take care of the kids and you seeing the craziness. Like, you see that Sita is sick, no context why.
She pawned the ring and she went away.
Oh, I forgot that part, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I never felt like so seen though in this scene, and I only had to deal with one sick at a time. It was like after Cameron, or maybe it wasn't even after, like right after, but it was like there was just a night. It was probably like 2 years after, and Tyler was just sick, and he was like throwing up all night, and I was so tired, and I just sat there and I cried, and I was just like, it was awful, and I just was watching this. And I started tearing up for her. I was like, oh my gosh.
Been there.
Oh, and I only had one. She had all 4 of them sick. I was like, there's no way. So it was sad. All right. So Sita was taking a stroll and ran into 3 of the Ya-Yas at this little hotel cabin thing. And they come bearing treats and gifts and letters. And the letters were from Sita. They were written begging Mama to come home, but when she was gone for months. One of the letters were from Vivian to the Ya-Yas, thanking them all for helping her.
This part does not happen in the movie because the Ya-Yas are already with her.
Mm-hmm. Sita said, I just want to know more in the story from where my mom left. Like, what happened to her? Why did she leave? One of the Ya-Yas began to tell her. It was the same day that she beat them with the belt buckle. And that was the whole original story about what she had said in the newspaper at the very beginning, that her mom beats her or beat her. And that's because this is a core memory for her. Her mama went insane. She couldn't remember how to eat. Like, it was bad. And her husband came home and the Ya-Yas let him know. And he cared about he made sure, is everyone okay? When they went to check on her, and he instructed them, treat her well. She checked in with a made-up name, and he's like, if she says that's her name tonight. And one of the biggest regrets is the Ya-Ya's that they never talked to Sita about this, because she's lived her whole life not knowing the truth.
Well, Mama thought that the kids had demons in them, so she was beating it out of them.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
I skipped that part. So she got beat. They got beat, and that's when she kind of collapsed and was like, went crazy and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, and this part happens, but it's not Sita asking. Sita, like, makes a comment about how her mama left when she was a kid, and, like, why did you even ever bring her back? It doesn't make sense. Or something like that. And they're like, wait, you don't know why she was gone, do you? Or, oh, no, she says something about how if she wanted to leave us, why didn't she just stay gone?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you don't realize why she left. You think she left because she was sick of everyone.
Sad. So the next day, Sita woke up and she was whistling, or she heard a whistling, and she recognized it as Connor. And she went out and greeted him, and the Ya-Yas were hanging out and getting to know him. They said goodnight about 8 o'clock, so Connor went and sat together, and he found this key. He's like, what's this about? And she begins to tell this whole story about an elephant. When she was younger,
I'm so glad you said this, because as I was watching the movie, I sat there and I was like, did I make up the elephant?
No, you did not. There's an elephant.
Okay.
And a brand new shopping mall in this little town. And so this elephant, they got to ride it. And so they got a key. Weird that they got a key to ride the elephant, but okay. They got a key, and that was like their placeholder. Okay? Instead of like a ticket, back in the, Depression.
60s.
But
Yeah.
so they have this key, and they're like go up, and Vivi is just too scared. She chooses not to ride the elephant. And oh god.
No, it is Sita. Sita is who chooses that.
Oh yeah, sorry. Luna. Can you still hear me?
Yeah. Did she just unplug you?
She tripped on the cord, and it yanked my volume up, but I started messing with the other one because I didn't know which one it did. All right. Okay, so so it's Sita. Ouch. That's right. Don't bite. Okay, so Sita didn't want to go, but she's nervous. So Sita went back to the car, and she's there, and she's sad, and she's freaking out because she's like, oh my gosh, the elephant's gonna step on Mama and all my siblings and everything like this. And eventually Mama comes back and is totally fine. And then the whole way home, Sita is regretting her decision. And they get home, and Sita's like, if I don't ride the elephant, I'm going to die. And then Vivi's like, well, we can't have that. And so she
Which is insane.
Yeah, I would have been like, sucks, you had your chance.
Bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, why does Sita think her mom's awful? There's no way I would do that. My gosh. I'm reading this, and I'm like, no one would do this. Who would do this? Raising bratty kids would do that.
Uh-huh.
So
no wonder she's a bitch when she's older. Just kidding.
Anyway, so she goes back, and the elephant guy's like, no, we need to go somewhere else. You don't have enough money. No, don't even bother. So she's like, okay, well, give me 5 minutes. She ran across to the gas station, and she's like, hey, give me cash. And the gas attendant's like, nah, sorry, your husband said no more cash. I can give you gas, car maintenance, no cash. And she's like, ah. So she went out, and someone was pumping. She's like, how much money are you going to put in your tank? And she's like, $4 and something cents. She's like, what if I pay for your gas and give you $5 and you give me your cash? And she's like, okay. So they do that. So now she has $7 in cash. And she goes back and she pays the guy, and Sita gets to ride her elephant. And they are talking and everything. And she's like, imagine this, Sita, blah, 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 blah. And so, super memorable story. But then it comes back to reality, and Connor and Sita just have missed each other, and they sleep with each other.
In the movie, it's a fucking airplane that she's afraid of.
So boring.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And then when she finally goes on the airplane ride, the pilot's like, "Where do you guys live?" and flies them by their house.
That's right.
Oh, I thought that was so stupid. I was like, yeah, right, pilot guy. What?
Exactly. Connor spoke with her about her mom's birthday party in October. At first, Sita was like, no way. But then she started thinking about it, and she agreed. So she wrote to her mom and was like, hey, we're thinking about coming for your party. And her mom's like, I'm not sure what type of mood I'll be in. So ask me soon, like closer to the date. She's like, fine. And so she ended up going, and she brought the Ya-Ya book back, and she wrapped it so nice and neat. And when they got there, Mom was so excited. It was a very special evening. They loved Connor. And at some point, her mom and her got to spend time, just the two of them. And it was like clearly what they needed to bond again. Vivian gave her her diamond ring she had gotten it back. She had unpawned it. And Sita gave her mom this vial that's like from some culture where you're supposed to put your tears in it, and it makes them closer to each other. I was like, oh, that's cute.
Mm-hmm. The movie does end with Vivi's birthday party, but Connor and Sita are already there. And at the party, the Ya-Yas and Sita's mom hold a little ceremony to make Sita part of the Ya-Yas. Which I thought was weird, because why aren't you doing it with all of your children? Why just this one?
Yep. So Sita and Connor went to their hotel, and it was like this old plantation where there used to be slave quarters, so that was really awkward, they said. And he's like, I just want to marry you. Here, I just want to marry you. So that's what they did. 1 week later, they were married, and it was a wonderful wedding. Ya-Ya's all sang, and just good things happened.
And all of that does not happen in the movie.
Yup. And that's it.
We did it.
We did. So, we have, well, originally I said 57, but now it says 58. So I'm wondering how many casts there are. I'm going to say 58, because that's what IMDb says right now. There's 58 members of cast.
Sounds good. That's crazy.
First one, yep, Sandra Bullock is Sita.
I just wish she had the freaking southern accent, but yeah.
Yep, I agree. Ellen Burstyn played Vivi.
Again, I just wish she had a southern accent.
Mm-hmm. Fionnuala Flanagan playing Teensy.
She was good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. James Garner played Shep.
Beautiful. Loved him.
Mm-hmm. Angus McFadden played Connor.
Yeah, he was good.
Yep, Shirley
Apart
Knight.
from his Scottish accent.
I liked it. Shirley Knight played Nancy.
I loved her. I thought she was sweet.
I did too. And Maggie Smith played Caro.
Beautiful.
Yep. All right. Okay. Young Vivi. It was Ashley Judd.
Yeah, how could we not talk about her? She did so good. So good. And,
yep.
And then she goes off to play Triss's mom. Love that for her.
Love it. Do we want Jack? Matthew Settle. Matthew Settle played Jack.
Yeah, he did good too.
Yeah, it's just so many ages. So
yeah, I think we covered what we needed to.
Okay. If you're interested in who played every age, IMDb.
Check out IMDb.
It's where we get our info, y'all. Okay. Is the theme of the book and movie the same?
Completely.
Yep. Do the characters stay true?
Yeah.
Other than the Ya-Ya's drugging and kidnapping.
Yeah, that's the weirdest
Sita.
part. But that's just like one small part.
Yeah. Actually, that was one of the funniest scenes when they're like trying to roofie her. then
At the
they're
bar. Yeah.
at the bar, and they have no idea. They're like, it's called the Rubies. And like they're all like,
You're trying to date rape her?
yes. Which do you prefer?
I prefer the movie.
Yeah, I like the movie better too.
Mm-hmm. It's just more fun.
Yeah, the book was good, but the book was...
It was all fucking backstory, man.
It was. So if that's what you're into, go for it. Would you recommend it to a friend?
The movie, yeah. I think the book, to like my reader friends, I wouldn't tell someone who doesn't read much to be like, hey, go read this book.
Honestly, I'm not sure I would recommend either of them. I wouldn't not.
Yeah.
Like if someone's like, oh, I was thinking about reading this. What do you think? I'd be like, it was pretty good. But I wouldn't go out of my way and be like, you should read this.
Yeah,
So.
That's actually a good point. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah.
Well, we now have a sneak peek for y'all.
We do.
Did you all know that we have a website?
What? I feel like we do that
Yeah.
every time.
I know. So they should fucking know by now.
I know. No, we do the what every time too.
Oh. Well, it's offscript253.wixsite.com/offscript.
Yes. We can rate there, subscribe there, review there, Patreon there, Instagram there, Facebook there, everything's there.
You could, if you really like what we're doing and you want to see us grow and thrive, you could donate to us. And we don't ask for a lot. $1, $2, whatever fits comfortably within your budget.
Exactly. And 100% of that money goes straight back to the podcast. We do not bank on this money. We put it to make our episodes better for you.
Or so that we can actually get a real website domain.
Which would be for our podcast. So
Exactly. So then it would look
podcast.
more official.
and we
and
could just
legit.
say offscript.com instead of
Offscript
.wixsite.com.
253.wixsite.com/offscript.
Oh my gosh. Wednesday possible minisode, or do you know for sure? Don't know yet.
I don't know for sure yet.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
This Wednesday.
Yes, there is a mini-sode for you.
Is it the one we just did yesterday?
Yeah, I have to
Day
fucking
before?
edit it. Damn. I could have edited that today. Yeah. It's my
Okay.
plan.
It's about movies and jury duty
TV shows.
and yeah.
Go
Monday is
13 reasons why.
okay. Yes, it is.
Not to confuse you at the end of The Housemaid.
Yes. We did some rearranging. That's okay, because that's what we do. All right, y'all. And with that, the divine secrets of the Ya-Ya Sisterhood.
Went off script. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for sticking with us.
We hope you enjoyed it.
If you did, we would greatly appreciate it if you gave us 5 beautiful stars, reviewed, and subscribed.
You can also follow us on Facebook at Offscript, on Instagram at Offscript Podcast 21, and on TikTok at Offscript_pod.
Shout outs to Madame Ashen Creations for our adorable logo art,
And Adam Daniel for our incredible theme song.
and to Creative Cinephile Productions for producing our podcast. See you next time.
Hi, I'm Serena.
And I'm Rachel.
We're the hosts of Book Tales,
If you like reading books
drinking cocktails,
and Scottish accents,
then meet your new favourite podcast.
come with us as we explore different themes from romantasy to horror and everything in between.
We pair each book with a bespoke cocktail and tell you everything you'll need to make one.
And each week, play our fun game tailored to each book.
Find Book Tales wherever you get your podcasts. So grab your book
Grab your booze
for Book Tales.